There goes the chimney stack. Did you see that one? The chimney stack has fell. And welcome back to a new video. Welcome back to the channel. So this is day 3 of the demolition on Charles Street. So we missed day 2 out. I think Daily Vlog Adventure managed to capture day 2. So this is day 3. So come and join me and see exactly what the latest is, how they're progressing and what is being pulled down. Come and join me on this one. So day 3 looks like it's just about to commence. We're going to have a look at the top end where you can see a little bit more action. And this is just from the bottom end of Charles Street. So let's whip round and go and have a look. So we just walk into the top end. This is George Street, and again, all these houses you can see just on the right hand side. All of these will be coming down also. So. Like I said, apparently it's a 3 to 4 year project with this one. So there's plenty of demolition going to be happening. What a change it's going to be. So here we are on Grosvenor Street. Let's go and have a look down, get straight into this video. So it's very, very early. So normally they start around 8 o'clock and just seeing the machine just fired up. So this is the corner house, number 33 Charles Street. You more or less see it's half gone. Like I said, this is day 3, and this particular house, it was last sold in 2001, and it was purchased for a mere sum of only £25,000. So that's 24 years ago. It was purchased for a mere sum of £25,000. So it was privately owned. You know, it could have been let out to many different people. It could have been a landlord, or it could have been the same family in that house for 25 years. And the next one to go is number 31 Charles Street. And again, that was sold in 1998. And that was a little higher, that one. It's surprising that, because that is just a terraced. And the number 33 was an end terrace, and that one sold for £37,500. So that will be the next one to go. So again, you know, what's that? 27 years ago. Absolutely amazing. You know, is the same family been there, or was it let out? Always interesting to find these things out, and you know, to share people's memories. So just a bit of a different angle, and you can see there's lots of wood, all sorts come out. You can just see on the white, that's where the staircase used to lead up. You can see the door, the old 6-panel door, just at the top there. So the majority of this one has now gone, and this one was, like I said, 33 Charles Street. Just see, it's amazing how much wood is actually in a house. You know, when there is a house fire, shall I say, which is extremely sad, you can just see the materials, you know, what it latches onto the fire itself, and that certainly engulfs any house, shall I say. So as we're just waiting for demolition really to start, this is again Charles Street. This one leads all the very way down, and like I said, they're just concentrating on the top part. And this one here, it looks like it used to be for telephone pointers. Look at that. So people used to be on telephony on this one. How old is this one? When did this one go? You see, it looks like there was previously on YouTube. Look at that. And as we just move forward down, they've actually got a little reform pub. Let's just show you that one. And, it's amazing. This one, MySpace, a place for friends. Look at that. It used to be on LinkedIn. All sorts. The one to the left, and there's the reform pub. The Talbot. There we go. Just situated on the corner there. So where we stood now, this is Buchanan Street on the corner of Milbourne Street. So we're going to head back towards the demolition, but I just thought I'd show you a little bit of the area. Let's just pan the camera around, because everywhere you more or less walk in Blackpool, the tower always appears. You can just see it there on Milbourne Street, right in the middle of the houses. So just looking back up Grosvenor Street, like I said, looking towards Charles Street, you can see number 33 more or less gone. Well, half of it has gone, and like I said, this is the third day, and it's a shame, because, you know, these houses like Charles Street, Milbourne Street, used to be really blossoming with life back in the day, and many was home to guest houses and bed and breakfasts, and sadly they remained empty for many years. A lot of them turned into like flats, and it's just I guess it's a decline in tourism. You know, people only come for the days now rather than the weeks like they used to come many years ago. So like I said, I'd imagine the drawn the plans up and thought, you know, a university and regenerate this area is a great idea. Like I said, there's a lot of people for it, a lot of people against it. I guess it's all down to opinion. So as we continue to wait, looks like you're just putting a few boards up. You see gate B there, so I'd imagine that'll be for deliveries. And yeah, so here we go. Looks like we're off, and we are running once again. So the sort of the first half an hour looks like they've been sorting all the materials out, but they are certainly off once again with this one. Are we gonna? Wow, look at that! So many memories, like I've mentioned so many times. You got the sprayer is also going, damping everything down. Wow. Okay, most of these houses were built in, you know, around 19 to 1920, and it would have taken many months to put up, but only a few days for them to come crumbling down. Look at that. So you're witnessing, you know, right in front of your eyes. Look at that. You're witnessing, you know, a history in the making. Wow. And here goes the part of the roof on 33 Charles Street. Just look at this. So it is amazing, you know, what has probably been in some of these houses. You know, what did they find? Like I say, so many questions. Love to know the answers. You know, people's treasures they've left behind, things that have been left in the loft, and like I say, he certainly is. Extraordinary to think, you know, once these houses, guest houses, B&Bs, were thriving years and years ago. Look at that, the whole of the roof he's pulling out. Wow. So again, I'd imagine so many people are going to be documenting this. They're going to be standing around watching it as these houses get torn down. Look at that. Look at that, the whole of the roof has gone. Look at that one. So just again, another slightly different angle. You can see what's been exposed now. Once the rooms fall one by one, once the roof has come off. And the gentleman there, I think he's the one that's putting the signs up. I think he's the head overseeing the demolition, if I am right. So I was just speaking to one of the supervisors, the gentleman there, just in the orange, and he was saying the first couple of houses, once they've cleared that, there's going to be some like mobile offices which are going to be based there, and also the skips are going to be on this corner as the last of the roof has been ripped down. And apparently the BBC News and ITV News are due up today, I'd imagine, to document this also. So there's going to be some media in and around Blackpool capturing and like I said, mentioning this project. Like I said, it's a huge project. Millions and millions and millions of pounds is being pumped in to this one. And PPA O'Connor, a little bit about the demolition team. They're based in Manchester and Liverpool, and they won this contract. And this is the ones who are taking it down. Look at that huge piece. They've got to be ever so careful. Like I said, there is a road just here, and the skill these guys have, absolutely incredible. And you can see it looks like they're going for the corner of the wall now. There he goes. More pieces. Look at that. So I'd imagine they need to, like I said, they'll be clearing 33, 31, 29. And they're going to be, like I said, they're going to put the skips in this place, the offices, little mobile offices. And it's all about sort of, you know, making space at the moment and finding the feet. Like I say, it is a huge project. You're going to go on for at least a good year knocking everything down. There goes the decor. You see that? Looks like a dragon of some sort. I'd imagine that was put on the wall and somebody had happy memories of that, and now it's just been tossed to one side. There he goes again, and is this the time there? I think he's going to grab onto it. Wow, there he goes. Look at that. You see the joist of the joist, yeah, the joist is, and you see huge section there. How many people have walked on that over the years? Absolutely extraordinary. Really, really is. Just imagine, you know, if you did live in number 33 Charles Street, what are your thoughts? You know, it's incredible. I mean, these older houses, you know, they was very solidly built, unlike modern day houses. You got those like air bricks, and you know, the older houses certainly are a lot more soundproof for one. You know, the new ones, you know, you can hear your neighbours whispering away, whereas these old buildings, it was built to last. And you can just see, let's move the camera just round to the right hand side, and you can see that row on Charles Street. That's the even numbers. Look at that, there's nothing actually wrong with the properties, all solidly built. I guess, you know, the things do need to make way for new projects. There goes the chimney stack. Did you see that one? The chimney stack has fell. And just as he was moving that one, we could see it. It's gone, the chimney stack. Wow. There goes the chimney stack. Do you see that one? And this one on the opposite corner of 33, that is number 28 Charles Street, and the guys are in. I can imagine if it rains, they can always take shelter. You see one of the guys there, that's number 28, probably just checking, ripping everything out. Also of that one. So we are coming to a bit of a close on this video as we just walk down Milbourne Street, and there's still plenty going on in regards to getting these housing all prepped, ready for taking these down. So I'd imagine they're going to have to switch the gas electric. You see there's workers there. Carrying on, that's the site office. Looks like that one. You see with the door open. So again, plenty still going on behind the scenes. So that's the fire assembly point. So they're right on the money. These guys in signage and all sorts. So that is the end of today's video, and the microphone has just died, sadly. So we'll leave that one there. And until next time, thank you for watching and taking the time. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified of all the new videos. And until next time, take care. It's a bye from me. Bye-bye. So there is we did a video. If you haven't seen that one, I'll pop a link in the description. Go and check the description out. Or at the end of this video, there'll be a selection of videos you can choose from. And we did actually have a walk around. It was the day that was closing all of this off, that was putting all the fencing up, and we walked around the alley. So if you haven't seen that one, go and have a look at that video. That was a very interesting one, and you'll never see that one again. You know, what the back of these houses were like. So that is where the chimney stack, it's all dropped from there, and it's dropped straight into the rear onto the alleyway.